nutritional security will be particularly met in these regions.
As African countries are known to have little or no binding targets for reducing the generation and spread of greenhouse gases, Madame Ngoyi Cham of the African Development Bank stated that it is a necessity to take advantage of new challenges posed by climate change in working towards cleaner environment development solutions, such as the development of the abundant renewable energy resources, the enhancement of energy efficiency, the sustainability of the agricultural status, among several other measures. Developed country parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change are to provide financial, technological, and capacity building support for a proper implementation of the project.
As expected, bilateral and multilateral development partners, particularly developed country parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, will pick up the project and provide financial, technical, and capacity building support for the implementation in the Central and Upper River regions.
It has been very successful. Within these few days, we were able to get a full project proposal of about $14 million, and now it will be floated internationally in the UNFCCC website, so that any development partner, whether it is bilateral or multilateral, will pick it up for funding.
Bubu Pate Jallo is a national consultant of the project. On an overview, the 3-day workshop was considered a success by participants as set out aims and objectives were achieved. It is now only hoped that with due evaluation and accurate implementation, the project will immensely improve the living conditions, livestock, and productivity of usually affected areas, and also hopefully produce development spillovers at the national level. In the interim, international consultants will be working on the document to resend it for final analysis. This will give the NAMA project the green light to its realization. For Grts News, this is Babukar Senghor.
We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia after this break.
The NAWEC Staff Association, under the Chief Guest of Honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya AJJ Jammeh, is staging its 3rd annual gala dinner and dance in association with the international superstar Asanjai of Senegal, Jaliba Kuyate and Abu and Fafa. This program is in support of His Excellency's drive to turn the Gambia into a city-state by providing all basic and essential services, such as electricity and water, to the Gambian population irrespective of where they live. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at the Senegambia Beach Hotel. Tables are as follows: Platinum $60,000, Diamond $50,000, Gold $40,000, and Silver $35,000. Each table comes with 10 gala dinner tickets and cash power raffle tickets. Individual tickets $1,500. January 25th, that is the dance at the Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchami Hall. The tickets are as follows: VIP $600, Ordinary $400. Chief Guest of Honor for the night: Modu Turo Dabo, Aja Chan Khan, and Fatu Toure. And at Brikama Joko, which is January 27th, the tickets are $200 flat. Chief Guest of Honor: Lamin Sane, Governor of West Coast Region, Aja Fatu Sow, Farato Alcalo, and Amidu Ja Oil. For reservations, please call 366-4096, 997-3500, 384-6607, 980-2992.
Please join us on a journey inside Trust Bank every Tuesday from 7 to 7:30 p.m.
where we hope to give you a unique insight into what we do,
why we do it, and how it benefits you.
Welcome back. The buildup of troops continues in Mali, with the French army venturing towards the south, stalking rebel fighters in several towns captured by Islamist militants. The Malian army succeeded in regaining the town of Kuna with the help of French fighter jets as more and more African countries prepare to send in troops into Mali to support efforts to rout rebels from their strongholds. We have more in this report.
French tanks are part of the scenery in Markala, a town in the center of Mali. There's no fighting here, no air raids, just a large French military presence to secure the area.
We have stopped the enemy's progress towards the south, towards Bamako, and any other location. We are in Markala at the moment, and it's very calm. We are waiting for the enemy in case they decide to return.
At this stage, France has deployed some 2,000 ground troops in Mali. Meanwhile, French fighter planes continue daily raids, 70 in 1 week. That's probably how Malian troops were able to reconquer the city of Kona, which had fallen into the hands of the Islamists, who had left behind several camouflaged military vehicles.
They use this camouflage technique to avoid detection by airplanes. They cover them in leaves so that passing planes can't see them.
As French and Malian soldiers engage in battle, West African leaders meeting in Abidjan Saturday called for greater international involvement in Mali. In other words, greater support for the UN-backed African-led force which will be arriving in Mali.
The Algerian army has issued the order for the final assault on the Inamin site amid a news blackout in the country. In the city, people are asking what's going on with information coming from only two sources, the army and state television. We have more in this piece.
With a news blackout in Algiers, the only information available on the hostage crisis in Algeria comes from state television and security sources. According to these sources, cited by the French wire service AFP, Algerian special forces made a final assault on the In Amenas gas facility on Saturday. The heavily armed Islamist gunmen were hauled up in the complex with the remaining hostages. 7 foreign hostages and 15 kidnappers were killed during the operation. Although no pictures of the assault were available, as not even the official media were allowed to film, images of freed Algerian and Western hostages were broadly aired, with eyewitness accounts on the inevitability of the assault to avoid a human and material disaster, according to the official version.
I think they did a fantastic job. I was very impressed with the Algerian army.
Very relieved to be out. Obviously, we still don't know really what's happening.
Outside the heavily guarded In Amenas Health Center, Algerian employees of the gas facility were having a hard time describing what exactly happened.
Security forces and the army brought us out. During the operation, there were people who died, there were people who were freed, but I can't tell you precisely who they were. I have no idea.
Shockwaves from the operation at one of the pillars of the Algerian economy reached the capital 1,300 kilometers further north, resuscitating the specter of the civil war of the 90s.
Mali and Libya are threatening our country with terrorism. We have already gone through 10 years of war. We only want Algeria to be well, that's all. Our government should be telling us what's going on. We shouldn't have to find out from foreign sources that there is a war going on in our country.
Reporting on the final assault, Algerian public TV affirmed that the 7 foreign hostages were executed by their kidnappers.
Well, from Algeria there, we go for another break. This sports news is next.
Yiti jonge épices say marinade dina neex ba yokk sa appétit ak jonge épices jongeel ba sës jongeel ba faw mi jongeel ba ca biir cin.
Start your day with Armonti, pure margarine with the best ingredients. Also ideal for frying and baking. Every day, an Armonti day.
Ak épices naturelles yi ci jonge super doré. Say gruyère ak say ceeb day gën a doore te di nga am cëfka bu amul fenn.